downfall, Harper and Rowan, will take on DIY for the ECW Tag Team titles. The Reckoning and downfall are the ECW Tag Team Champions. To the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, to the Raw Tag Team Champions. Face us at Survivor Series and let downfall commence. This past Monday on Raw, he was challenged by Roman Reigns. John Cena's answer is indeed yes. Roman Reigns will be a sick puppy put down. It's Okada on ECW, and the main event of Survivor Series steers face to face with one another for the very first time. Hello and welcome, Universe Mode. This is ECW. Yes, you have been blessed. The show of the week has arrived again, and you can all relax and embrace it and enjoy it. The penultimate ECW before Survivor Series is here, and after an already hectic week heading into Survivor Series, you best believe that I think it's probably going to continue here tonight in ECW as well. I don't plan on it, but it wouldn't surprise me if it is. What we do have here for you tonight, though, is a great night of action, regardless of any Survivor Series antics, and it's certainly a night of action that I cannot wait for. You see right there, oh yes, what a matchup that is going to be. John Cena versus Kenny Omega later on tonight. That is not the main event of the evening, but what a match it is going to be. Two incredibly talented and gifted athletes squaring off one-on-one. I absolutely cannot wait for it at all. Omega still trying to find some steam after his SummerSlam loss to Seth Rollins, and here tonight against the man who will face Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, Cena. Could certainly be that one for him. In the same breath, though, Cena looked focused, determined last week, and he looks ready to go into Survivor Series and walk out with a victory over Roman Reigns and prove that man wrong. That, of course, is not the main event of the evening, though. For the second week in a row, the ECW champion, the greatest of all time, is in the main event. It is Seth Rollins going one-on-one against the now former ECW champion, tag team champion, Johnny Gargano. This one should be an interesting, thrilling main event between these two guys. Gargano wanted a fight, wanted to prove that what happened last week shouldn't have happened, and he wants to go right back into being that big name, that face, that never say die attitude that he always possesses. He didn't want to wait a week to get right back into it, and if that's the case, if he wanted a fight, he can fight the very greatest to try and prove it. That is all to come here tonight, but we're going to kick things off in the Cruiserweight division by seeing the Cruiserweight champion, Zack Sabre Jr. in action. So yes, we will be starting things off by seeing that man in action. Zack Sabre Jr. preparing for that 4v4 Survivor Series matchup that we know is coming. The British Empire, of course, will be facing the quartet of Cassius Ohno and Cesaro from Monday Night Raw, and then from SmackDown, of course, the American show-offs, Cody Rhodes and Dolph Ziggler. The British Empire have already had the big outcome this week that they've wanted. You saw it on Raw. They attacked Cesaro and Ohno. The last night on SmackDown Live, they attacked Cody Rhodes following his victory. The only man not involved in anything this week has been Zack Sabre Jr., and that is why he is in action right now, going one-on-one against TJP to show what he is going to be doing here, I guess, to prove everyone why he's the Cruiserweight champ. We need to go backstage. Oh my goodness, a fight has commenced backstage, and it's Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler of SmackDown Live is going after the Cruiserweight champion right now. This is retribution for SmackDown Live. This is retribution for the attack on Cody Rhodes. And for what we've seen throughout this week, and Sabre Jr. is responding. Sabre Jr. is fighting back, but Ziggler has his number right there. Ziggler has him right there, and we are all witnessing this fight going on now. This is physical between these sides, and Ziggler's going to have him. Super kick to Sabre Jr. And the Cruiserweight champ is out. Ziggler KOs him here. And there is your message sent in retaliation this week. The British Empire go down. Ziggler KOs the Cruiserweight champ. And more bad blood has been added to Survivor Series. Well, what a way that was to kickstart things on ECW here. That much is for certain. And now we have to move on to our next contest of the evening here. There is little time to discuss what we just saw. It was almost... you kind of felt like it was gonna have to happen at some point because of the simple reality of one thing. Everything that happened this week kind of brought that to happen. Everything that they had done this week brought that about. And I've said this many times before and I will say it again. They are not representing ECW, and I do not feel sorry that that just happened to Zack Sabre Jr. That much I absolutely believe to be true in my mind. Nevertheless, let's move on here to our next contest of the evening. It is the return of in-ring action for Chris Jericho. For the first time in about, 4 months, 5 months, thereabouts, Jericho is finally returning to in-ring action here on ECW. He returned to Jericho last week. He returned to ECW last week, of course, with that big return, accepting the challenge for ECW, and that's the man who will be representing ECW with there by his side, Oney Lorcan, the newest member of the Four Horsemen. And it has been a great time for Lorcan since joining the Horsemen, but the leader of the whole group is back now. Jericho has returned, and that is going to be a thrilling addition to Survivor Series to see how these two can work together with the duo that we learned on SmackDown Live will be representing SmackDown, and that's going to be Chris Sabin and the masked assailant of the DCC, the newest member of the DCC who will be unveiled at Survivor Series. So that is certainly going to be a very, very interesting evening for everyone involved in that match. Certainly for Magnum Opus as well. I'm not too certain how it's going to go for them, all things considered. I imagine they're just going to sit in a corner and pray that everything goes really well for them. What I do know is that here tonight Jericho is ready for his in-ring return, and he's got a tough opponent in Trevor Lee as well. Lee by no means is a pushover. He's not a slouch. He's a tough guy. He is on the brink of that 205 weight limit, the same as like Buddy Murphy. And Jericho has a strong opponent to return to in-ring action with, that much is for certain. The ECW crowd's still a little bit shaken up though by what we saw to kickstart this evening's action. No, that's for certain. TJP was frustrated that he couldn't even get a match in, so that kind of went to show how far that went for him. And now, he may be deserving of a match at some point, I will say that. But as for here tonight, it's not going to happen. Sabre Jr. probably getting K, probably the other members of the British Empire are there. I did, while Jericho was making his way out there, I did ask that a crew go backstage and make sure that Sabre Jr. is okay, make sure that Ziggler is removed from the building with no, that's what I'm looking for, with no issues, you know, just calm, get him out the building, do not push him out, do not cause any more problems than needs to be. This, of course, is a British Empire issue, not a brand issue. It's happening on our brand, yes. They are members of our brand, yes. But that doesn't mean, as I have said already here tonight, they do not represent ECW. No, 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 no. Jericho and Lorcan represent ECW at Survivor Series, that's for certain. Seth Rollins does. Adam Cole does. John Cena does. They don't. No way do the British Empire do. This match still going on here, though. Jericho getting in some strong counters, no doubt about it, on Trevor Lee here. Lee probably going to be a little bit frustrated. But this is how it's going for him. But Jericho, after many months out, after being put on the shelf by Neville, is probably going to be wanting some kind of revenge for, or some kind of way to showcase, this is what I can do. I haven't missed a step in how long I've been gone. I imagine after Survivor Series, though, whatever the outcome is, Jericho certainly will have some bad blood brewing between himself and Neville. I wouldn't be surprised if there is reasoning for a rematch between those two sides. We'll see about that one, though. Great bit of work there by Jericho. Good counter. Might be looking for a Tiger Bomb here. Oh, great counter from Trevor Lee, though. Short arm lariat, and Jericho goes down. Lorcan at ringside, I think, just there to take notes, see how Jericho performs in ring, and that's, you know, it's a smart idea. I like that. Also also forms a bond between the two guys. It's the first time we've seen them at each other's sides, in front of the cameras, anyway. On this in this universe mode. He's with Roddy Strong, who Oney Lorcan made his debut with, and now here with Jericho, he's going to be looking to show that he's at his side and he's learning from one of the very best. Great kick out there from Jericho, but he does need to fight back in this matchup right now. Trevor Lee is putting in a good showing. Good count from Jericho, though. And that was exactly the opening that Jericho needed, because here we go. Jericho is in, and the walls have been applied on Trevor Lee. The walls of Jericho locked in here, and Trevor Lee does force his way out of it. Right where it's due there to Lee. He wasn't giving in. Jericho, though, knee in the gut, and that will line up. Code breaker. Welcome back to ECW. Chris Jericho, and he's back with a win. Jericho defeats Trevor Lee here tonight in his return match on ECW. Job done, sealed business. Thank you very much. Jericho is back. Nice stuff indeed. Magnum opus, are you paying attention to this? This undoubtedly in my mind is the leader for ECW in that evening. He is the leader of the guys in that 4v4 matchup. SmackDown may want to disagree and say the DCC, but I wouldn't side with the DCC. Be interesting to see how they work together to take apart Magnum Opus. But one thing is for certain, Jericho hasn't missed a step. There is no doubt about that one. Nevertheless, that is that done, and we are flying through the action here this night, of course. But we've already had one match be completely missed, so it's not really much of a surprise there. Let's move on, though, to our next contest of the evening. Here we go. Gonna be a good one. John Cena, Kenny Omega. Well, here we are. We're already on to a big contest here tonight, and no doubt in my mind that this won't be an incredible matchup to witness. Cena versus Omega. You better believe I'm ready for this one. John Cena has been proving himself on ECW. You know, 2 weeks ago he beat Kyle O'Reilly. Last week he beat Rusev. And last week as well he accepted the challenge from Roman Reigns, saying that the match was on for Survivor Series. Roman Reigns versus John Cena will take place in just over a week from now on that evening. ECW versus Raw 1-on-1 is going to be a thrilling contest. But so too will the rest of that night. I talked about on SmackDown Live how I think we are all sealed for the Survivor Series card. I have been given the go-ahead confirmation. Yes, every match that they want at Survivor Series has been signed. To the best of our knowledge, unless we got something wrong, there is no other match due at Survivor Series. I think there are 9 or 10 matches on their way for you at Survivor Series, and you do not want to miss any of them. 2 traditional Survivor Series matches, the World Heavyweight Champion versus the WWE Champion. 2 title matches on the evening as well. Women's Champion squaring off, and of course, that insatiable main event. Seth Rollins, Kazuchika Okada, first time ever, Rainmaker versus greatest of all time. Cena, of course, as I've already talked about, has to prepare for that matchup against Roman Reigns, and he has to take on an incredibly tough opponent in order to do that. The 2-time King of the Ring, the former Intercontinental and ECW television champion, Kenny Omega. This is Omega's second match since SummerSlam. The first one, funny enough, was against Kyle O'Reilly, person who Cena beat 2 weeks ago. He had that match against him, Omega did. He beat him. But Omega said there was still something missing from his performance. There was still something that the King of Wrestling, as he calls himself, of course being a 2-time King of the Ring, he kind of has a right to that. But nevertheless, there was something that he was missing regarding it all. And Omega wants to find whatever it is. And let's see if he can do that here tonight when he squares off 1-on-1 against John Cena. Omega, of course, was involved in that incredible Survivor Series main event. I've already discussed it, how outstanding, unforgettable. I think those are the other words that you can use to add to it. How absolutely mesmerizing it was between Kenny Omega and Seth Rollins, champion versus champion, title for title in the main event of Survivor Series. It was a thrilling at SummerSlam, my apologies. Thrilling contest. Of course, there could only be one winner. And it was Seth Rollins. So, you know, that's all good. Nevertheless, Omega here tonight, ready for this matchup against John Cena. You can sense it within the King of Wrestling. No longer wants to go by the term cleaner. He has told me that that is not what he wants to be known as anymore. It is the King of Wrestling. That's what Kenny Omega calls himself now. He prepares to take on the leader of the C Nation here tonight. This is a match that could be on a pay-per-view. This is a match that could even main event a pay-per-view. Instead, we are giving away it for free for you all here on ECW. You are all so very welcome for that. So here we go. Cena versus Omega. 1-on-1 here. What a contest this is going to be. And here we go. We are underway with it as well. Oh, V-trigger from the early goings there from Kenny Omega. Cena, though, able to respond. And hitting him with a hard lariat there. Crowd seems to be a little bit siding with Cena in this one, which is pretty interesting. Cena and Omega just slogging it out between the two now, trading big hits back and forth from the early goings. DDT though from Cena there. Goes for an early cover on Omega. Trying to put away the King of Wrestling to no avail though. Roman Reigns was not present on Monday Night Raw. So this is a good opportunity for Cena to gain some leverage over Roman Reigns. Show to Roman Reigns, you weren't doing anything this week. This is what I was busy doing, defeating Kenny Omega in one-on-one action. That would be a huge thing to carry into Survivor Series if he could pull it off. Right now, Kenny Omega making life awfully difficult for John Cena. Figure 4 leg lock applied here on Cena. Foot in the I think it was the arm in the ropes there of Cena. Now this one continuing. Oh, wait. No, this ain't. No, this ain't necessary. How has he found his way onto ECW? Wait, he hasn't, has he? No, he has. Turn around, Cena. Cena, no. Spear by Reigns. You have got to be kidding me. The spear from Roman Reigns. Cena is down. I don't think Omega saw it. I think Omega's none the wiser to it all as well. And it's because of that move that Omega has beaten Cena. I'm not going to put the blame on Kenny Omega for taking that victory. I don't think Omega even knew what happened. But Roman Reigns made a stark arrival here to ECW. They had shared words with each other and now they share conflict. Cena flattened with that spear by Reigns. Omega your winner here as a result of it. That victory means nothing to me for Omega. That defeat meaning the same for Cena. But what I do know is that Cena and Reigns certainly just became more about brands. Now it became something about these guys wanted to show the other one up. And I don't blame them for wanting to do that either. We got to move on here on ECW though. And we got to get another person out of the building here this evening. Let's move on to our next contest. Jay White versus Adam Cole. Oh boy, it's one of those nights so far, isn't it? That's for certain. It's not getting any better. Oh, let's move on. Let's just move on for this. Here we go. Coming up next, we have Jay White, as I said, the Switchblade going one-on-one against Adam Cole. You see there the man at ringside with Jay White going to be Sami Callihan. That one should be interesting. Callihan, I think, 2 weeks ago, was in action. He was defeated by Katsuyori Shibata in that one. And Shibata was really just proving his worth, showing everyone this is what I can do, and obviously making a statement for himself on ECW from the get-go. However, did not really go the way that Shibata planned in terms of the voting, because we had the most lopsided one out of everyone. You thought Raw was bad with everyone voting Tanahashi. At least some other people were voted for. At least I think both the other guys got 2 votes. I don't think Shibata got any. The poor soul. I think it was everyone Cole, maybe 2 Kurt Angle, none for Shibata. It was a wipe for Adam Cole. He decimated the field. As a result of that, he finds himself going to Survivor Series to go in that triple threat alongside Hiroshi Tanahashi and alongside, of course, Samoa Joe. Joe, of course, was a very, very close winner at, oh shit, my bad. That was the production that we used here. That was also me just elbowing a microphone. Samoa Joe won with a very close. I think he only had a 2-vote margin. Tanahashi was about 7. I couldn't even guess how big Cole's gain was. It must have been 11 maybe. Plus 11 Adam Cole, and it's really no surprise why, given how ECW treats Adam Cole every single week he is in action. So that is going to be a triple threat match for the ages. Tanahashi, Joe, Cole. Wow, and the winner getting a shot at the world title at the next exclusive pay-per-view is going to be absolutely thrilling. There is no doubt about that one. I cannot wait to see how that one unfolds. What I do know is that here tonight we do have Adam Cole in action. Jay White going to be a tough opponent for Cole. A former challenger for the ECW Championship, of course, was Jay White. He challenged for the title at Anarchy Rules, I believe it was. Was it? Yeah, was it Anarchy? No, was it Living Dangerously? No, it was neither of them. No, it might have been... No, I think it was Anarchy Rules. Never mind. I think it was Anarchy Rules. I was going to say he was guilty as charged, but I don't believe it was. I think Anarchy Rules was White versus Rollins. I've completely forgot, of course, this whole thing because, well, that pay-per-view was only 2 months ago. Anyway, Callihan, of course, on the same night challenge for the ECW Television Championship. Both guys came up on the losing end of it. However, Adam Cole wasn't there. He was still training to get an opportunity back on the roster. And here he is on ECW, a few matches away from potentially being the next #1 contender for Seth Rollins' world title. Great bit of work from Adam Cole from the get-go there. White trying to get the jump on him. Didn't play out the way that the Switchblade wanted it to. And here we go now. This may have things to do with Survivor Series, but I don't think Samoa Joe, and I certainly don't think Hiroshi Tanahashi is going to try and jump Adam Cole. Tanahashi did that. It would be like a Julius Caesar moment. Tanahashi with about 18 swords, stabbing them into everyone's back. Nevertheless, here we go, though. We are in for a thrilling contest between Jay White and Adam Cole. I think whatever the scenario is, whatever has happened here tonight, that much is going to happen. Cole rolling out of the ring early on there. White perhaps causing a little bit of trouble for him in the early goings. Cole just wanting to walk around the ring, but that was smart by White there. Did you see the way he was trying to close off the ring there and make it tough for Adam Cole to have a breather? Good forearm, though, from Cole, cracking Jay White. Nice DDT there. Seen a couple of those throughout the evening. Went for the cover there, and White kicking out almost instantaneously. Adam Cole trying to take an early lead in this matchup here over Jay White, but the Switchblade certainly using his aggression to try and lead them somewhere. Good kicks here, good strikes. White in now. Oh, reverse STO. And all of a sudden, the Switchblade feeling pretty confident about his chances over Adam Cole here. Imagine what a victory would do for White and for Callihan. It would really show the value of the Switchblade of Anarchy, and we could be looking, if that was the case, at Jay White perhaps getting another crack towards that ECW Championship, or even the Switchblade of Anarchy being the first to challenge Downfall for those tag team titles coming out of Survivor Series. Of course, Downfall as a superplex is hit there by Adam Cole. Downfall will be facing the Gorillas of Destiny and American Alpha in a triple threat tag team match at Survivor Series. That's going to be a thrilling contest, no doubt about it. Challenges were accepted this past week on Raw and SmackDown from the new ECW Tag Team Champions, winning those belts, of course, last week off of DIY. Right now, though, we are focusing back on this contest, and White is doing a good job. I got to give him credit. Cole perhaps a little bit out of his comfort right now. He does not seem to be absolutely controlling White, but that may also be down to White being a very tough opponent to try and get the better of. That much is for certain about Jay White as well. You cannot just overcome Jay White with no problem whatsoever. He has proven himself on far more than one occasion to be one tough opponent to take care of. Cole, though, kicking the gut, told me that this move is called the last shot. After last week, and the last shot does not put away Jay White. Good move, though, by Cole, no doubt about it. Really struck down on Jay White. The knee right in the face. White in with a counter, though. Knees him in the gut. Running neck breaker by the Switchblade. Liking the new attire as well from Jay White. I didn't get to mention that yet, but I am enjoying it. And the skinhead of Sami Callihan as well. Certainly showing the change that is being possessed, or being represented, rather, should I say, from the Switchblade of Anarchy in this new series of Universe. Good counters there from Adam Cole, elbowing his way out of that hold. Went for the kick in the gut, good counter by Jay White, and he has the leg here, and he's going to apply a single leg Boston Crab. I liked how White switched what leg he decided to control there. Went for the right one because he knew the other one could let Adam Cole get to the ropes. Cole, though, still able to escape there. And Jay White now. White is in. Are we going to see it here from White? Kiwi crusher from White to Cole. Covering him here. Hoping to put away Adam Cole. And the man representing ECW at Survivor Series able to kick out as early as one there. Cole not giving in, but he may not have a choice in just a moment. Jay White is in here. Going to look for Blade Runner. Or maybe not, I'm not too certain. Whatever it was, Adam Cole pulled out the counter to it. White able to pull out another counter to it as well. Jay White now may have abandoned Blade Runner there and has decided to take back control of Adam Cole right now. He is down. And he ain't getting back up, but White feeling awfully confident about his chances of victory here. White bringing Cole back up to his feet. Oh, what are we going to see? Another reverse STO from Jay White there. And Adam Cole suddenly on the back foot once more. Down on the mat and not exactly in much of a good stride towards victory. White might be hoping for something here. Great forearm in the face by Adam Cole. Super kick by Cole. Here we go. He's in. Florida key from Adam Cole. And that has put Jay White in the perfect place to light it up. Right in front of Callihan. Intentional or not. Running. Panama Sunrise. Cover by Cole. And with 1, 2, 3. No! White just barely getting a shoulder up in time for 2. Much to the chagrin of one Adam Cole. But Cole seems to have the piece to the puzzle necessary. Super kick the leg. And here we go. Panama Sunrise again. Jay White has to be out of it now. There's 2. There's 3. Adam Cole wins. What a confrontation. What a contest. And of course, what a victory for Adam Cole as well. A tough win for certain, but a win that he did pick up and a win that was completely necessary on the way to Survivor Series. Congratulations to Adam Cole for that one. Things aren't finished yet for him either. And Cole has taken a microphone into his hand now, and it seems as if he is in an upbeat mood for certain. Cole saying, though, that is what a victory is all about here on ECW. He thanks Jay White for the matchup, and he hopes that everyone saw that, especially Samoa Joe and Hiroshi Tanahashi. He respects both of them, but at the end of the day, in his eyes, there's only one man going into Survivor Series and coming out with that win, and it is Adam Cole, baby. So Cole kind of sending a minor warning to Tanahashi and Joe. He respects them both, but he knows that, he believes rather, that this match is his to be won. And Cole taking it every moment that he can with this crowd here tonight in San Diego. Adam Cole, though, letting Tanahashi and Joe know there's only one winner in his eyes, and it is Adam Cole. It will only be Adam Cole. Will it be Cole versus Rollins a few weeks from now? He seems to think so. Well, it may very well be Cole versus Rollins in a few weeks, but here tonight is Gargano versus Rollins in the main event of this evening. Gargano ready for this opportunity. You've got to imagine how he is feeling, though, mentally and physically, just 1 week after what we saw in that tag team confrontation. Downfall had DIY's number from the very start. That was just the reality of the situation. They had their number, and it was done for. There was no way that, whatever they were trying, there was no way that Gargano or Ciampa could get them back in that match. They were defeated from the moment the bell rung, it felt like. Downfall, the new ECW Tag Team Champions. Ciampa taking a week off from that assault. Gargano said he couldn't let that happen. He had to fight here tonight. He had to fight to get that out of his mentality that they were beaten in that fashion. He knew DIY was better than that, and he knows he won't rest until he is back to being the Johnny Wrestling that everyone can be proud of. That day may well come for Johnny Gargano where he can be proud to be Johnny Wrestling again, but I'm sorry, that day is just not tonight. Not against the greatest of all time. Not against the man that is Seth freaking Rollins, the man going around controlling this very brand as we know it. Rollins has been in control of this from the very get-go, and he is showing no signs of backing down. Certainly not as we head towards Rollins versus Okada at Survivor Series next Sunday. We've already seen Rollins once this week. He went to Okada's home. He went to SmackDown Live to deliver his message to Kazuchika Okada. Okada wasn't on SmackDown Live last night. Rollins was, though, and that message was sent loud and clear.
Rollins is going to overcome him. Rollins is the real rainmaker of this universe. He's the one forking in all the money. He's the one who's the face of everything. Okada is nothing more than a fraud in Rollins' eyes. Maybe I agree with it, maybe I disagree with it. What I do know is that Rollins is representing ECW, and I have been nothing if not... Ooh, what's the word I'm looking for without people having a go at me for it? I have been nothing if not by the side of Seth Rollins from the very start of his reign, even before that. I have been with Seth Rollins. I have been by his side. I have honored Rollins with everything that he has done. It is not down to me that Seth Rollins has held the ECW Championship for 400 days. I don't give him easy opponents. Spoilers, he wrestles twice in one night sometimes. I don't make things easy for Seth Rollins, no. Rollins wants these fights. Rollins loves the thrill of taking on these tough opponents every single chance he can get, and he's doing it here tonight against Johnny Gargano. Here we go between these two men. Gargano versus Rollins. Main event of ECW. Rollins not even taken off that new attire he's got on the go here. A little bit scaly, I think is the word of saying it. Gargano, though, certainly going to be wanting to show what he can do here. Just a week removed from that gut-wrenching defeat to downfall. Thrilling main event on our way here, though, in ECW, no doubt about it. A chance once again for for Rollins this week to continue sending his message to Kazuchika Okada that he is the true best, and everything he does in this ring shows that that is the truth. Rollins in now, has Johnny Gargano. Look at the speed he possesses as he hits that Falcon Arrow on him right there. No such luck for Seth Rollins in terms of getting anything after that. Countered there by Gargano, but here we go now. Rollins in. Oh, here we go. We saw this. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me how this man isn't the greatest of all time when he pulls off something like that with ease. He doesn't even try, and he can execute something like that far greater than anyone else could. Rollins, reverse Rana right now. He is in complete control of Johnny Gargano. Gargano's getting up to his feet, only to go right back down each and every time. Rollins has his number right now on ECW. This may be a bit of a this may be a more short-lived main event than we were first anticipating, all things considered. Rollins in complete control here over Johnny Gargano. There's no doubt about it. What? Whoa, no. Whoa. What? What is this? Wait a minute, there's the man himself. There's Okada. And Gargano from behind trying to steal one. Rollins kicks out at two, though. But what? Gargano hang on, no. Hang on. Okada's on ECW. He is standing right there, and he is throwing Seth Rollins right off his game. Gargano trying to get one over on that champion right now. God's last gift from Rollins. Gargano down. But is he out? Rollins. This may have just engulfed him a step further. I am shocked by what I've just seen here. How has something like this been allowed to happen on ECW? Gargano trying to take full advantage of the situation, but give credit where it's due to Rollins, trying to stop him in every sense that he can. Gargano, though, has him, sending Rollins face first into the turnbuckle. What are we going to see now? Okada is just standing there at ringside. This is surreal to bear witness to. How is he here? For real, how is this man here? But Okada watching on. Full Nelson facebuster. And he may have given Gargano the prime chance to try and show up the champ here. Another 2 count on Rollins. And he just cannot put him away right now, no matter what he's trying. No way. Right in front of Okada. Rollins forced to look at Okada, but no. Foot on the rope for that Gargano escape. No such luck there for Johnny Wrestling. But he'll do it again. And this time it is right in front of Okada. Rollins has to look at the man as he's locked in the hold. And that just fired up Rollins. That fired up the ECW champion. And he got right out of that hold as quickly as he could. Okada's clapping for Gargano as well. He is making this as annoying as possible for Rollins. This is underhanded in many ways. I say this is disrespectful. But Okada's going to do whatever he wants to do. That much is for certain. And Gargano is the one who can try and capitalize from it. Johnny Wrestling clawing himself to the top rope. Rollins, come on. You have your opponent in a front seat right now. You cannot afford to be making any mistakes right in front of him. Big frog splash, big cover, and no. Rollins barely getting the shoulder up, and Gargano getting feisty with him now. Johnny Wrestling is fired up for victory here, using the ropes. Springboard DDT on Rollins. My goodness. Trying to hope for a chop there. Got missed on it rather. Rollins in now. Seth Walker right in front of Kazuchika Okada. Didn't go for the cover right away. Now we'll try for it again here. And look at how early Gargano gets that shoulder up. That is incredible. Stomping away though now. Rollins going to go up high right in front of Okada. Okada taking one good look at him. Here we go. Elbow drop from Rollins. And it doesn't seem as if Seth Rollins has finished his onslaught of Gargano here right in front of Okada. And now he's saying, oh, that was your plan. That was what you thought would work. Well, look what's happening right now. Rollins is in firm control of Gargano, and Okada is forced to watch on after almost screwing this man out of a victory here. Gargano can't even get back up to his feet right now with all the control that Seth Rollins has in this contest, and he's going to go up high here again across the ring. Will we see it though from Rollins? Oh yes we will. Phoenix Splash from Seth Rollins. Absolutely outstanding. No one does it better. And Okada is now seeing just what happens even when you try to screw over Rollins. It fails. Buckle bomb from Rollins. Will that do it? Will Gargano stay down? There's the cover, and Gargano's out at one. Johnny Wrestling kicking out as early as he can, but all that may have done is added more fuel to the fire. And Rollins looking at a downed Gargano the same way in my eyes that he will look at a downed Okada just over a week from now at Survivor Series. The chop downs Gargano, and this will seal the deal. Johnny Wrestling will fight another day. Seth Rollins will be victorious tonight. Curb stomp. That is what you... Oh, you son of a bitch. Okada, you are kidding me. I thought you were better than this. I thought you were better than that, Okada. Trying to do everything in his power now to cause as much problems as possible for Rollins. Distracting the referee, no less. That's an outsider. We can get him out of here now. He's come here, he's proven his point, he can go. We got rid of Reigns and Ziggler easily enough. Why can't we get rid of Okada? This is screwing over the main event of ECW. This is harming the champion. Why is nothing being done about this right now? Why are we all just watching on? And Okada at ringside screwing over this main event here. Rollins into the cover after that gut wrench. Oh my goodness, Gargano kicks out early again. But he can't even get off his back here to get back into this matchup. This should have ended by now. This should have been over. That's a reality to this situation. And it's because of that man on the outside and his desperate attempt at Seth Rollins' attention that this one's still going on. This is more than mind games right now. This is frustration for the ECW champion to have to contend with. Gargano's done for. Look, he can't even get up to his feet here. He's being beaten down from every pillar and post, and Rollins knows it. And here we go. Power bomb incoming. Cutter by Rollins. End it. Cover him. Cover him. Show to Okada that this is just a precursor. All Okada had was a front seat to the realization that he has no chance of victory at Survivor Series. Show Okada the mistake he made by showing up here tonight. This is a message. Curb stomp. And it is one sent successfully. 1, 2, 3. Rollins wins over Gargano. Okada can look on as much as he wants, but he screwed over that main event there. He tried to screw over Rollins' chance of victories. No way am I allowing something like that to happen. Okada stares him down. Rollins laughs in his face. Okada's attempts at screwing over the match failed. Rollins wins. Plan foiled or not, the mind games have been played here tonight on ECW, and it's only adding to the incredible contest that will be Survivor Series between Rainmaker and greatest of all time. We and you do not want to watch that. Do not want to miss that at all. No way whatsoever do you want to miss that main event and the rest of Survivor Series. Another hectic night here, at least for Survivor Series. For this week, it's over for now. Next week, however, it all starts again. Tomorrow night, of course, on ECW. On NXT, sorry. It's going to pick up once more. That ends episode of Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys. And ta-ra.